Hey Code Creatives, welcome to another Code Creative video. I'm Gregg Fine, and in this video we're going to try to really simplify and to understand JavaScript's Reduce method.
Woohoo!
Reduce is a method that can be used on arrays to take multiple values from the array and to reduce them down to a single value. For example, we could take an array of numbers and we could reduce them down to a single total value, representing the sum of those numbers. Or we could take an array of objects and we can total up the values from just a specific property on those objects. Another example could be where we have an array of strings, which would be letters, and we could reduce those letters down to a single string. So really, reduce is a super handy array method that can be used in a whole wide variety of scenarios. Let's go ahead and learn how reduce works now with an example. For this example, let's take a look at how we can get the total value of one particular property from the objects in an array. On line 3, you can see that I have this const Spice Girls, and that's set equal to an array, and it's an array of objects. Notice that each one of these objects has a name property and also has a numCats property, short for number of cats. So basically, each object represents a Spice Girl and the number of cats that she has. So Ginger has 2 cats, you can see Sporty has 1 cat, Baby has 0 cats, Boo, Posh has 3, and Scary has 6. So what I want to do with Reduce is I want to sum up the total number of cats that the Spice Girls have collectively. So ultimately what we want to do is we want to take this array of objects and just reduce it down to a single numeric value. And that's one of the really cool things about Reduce, is that we can start with an array, but then we can reduce that array down to a value of several different types. We can reduce it down to an object, we can reduce it down to another array, or a simple string value, or a numeric value. And in this case, we're going to reduce it down to a single number. Oh, snap! Let's take a look at how we can do that now. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take that Spice Girls array and we're going to call reduce on it. And reduce is going to take 2 arguments. It's going to take a callback function, and we could say this callback function is the reducer. But before we fill out this reducer function, let's set up the second argument to reduce, and that is going to be an initial value. So for our initial value, we're going to set it as 0. That's going to be our starting initial value. And we'll learn a little bit more about this in a second. But now let's look specifically at this reducer callback function. So this function takes 2 arguments. Well, it takes at least 2 arguments. Those are commonly referred to as the accumulator, or accum for short, and cur, or current value. Now what current value represents, just like with other array methods like map and filter, for example, is each element in the array. So reduce is going to iterate or loop through each element of the array, and that element of the array is going to be the current value for that particular iteration. Right, so the first time through, current value will be this first object. Second iteration, it'll be this object with Sporty. And then Baby will be the next one, Posh, and then Scary. So the accumulator, this is going to be initialized here in our example to a value of 0. And one way you can think of this accumulator is sort of as a sponge. On each iteration, it's going to kind of sop up some calculation that we're going to do during that iteration, and then we're going to return the result of that calculation as the new accumulator value for the next iteration. So for this example, it would work like this. We're going to take the accumulator value, and we're going to add it to cur value dot numCats, because numCats is a particular property whose value we want to tally up on each iteration. And then a critical thing with reduce is that we have to return this new value. So with that being said, let's save the result of calling reduce to a new variable. Let's just call it total cats, and let's log that out to see what we get. And by the way, I have this console.clear up here just to keep the terminal nice and clean. So let's save now. And here we see the result of calling reduce, which is a single numeric value of 12. So let's do a little bit of a walkthrough through this just to really clarify what's going on here. So let's take the first iteration through the array. Let's see what happens. Since we set our initial value of 0, this accumulator is getting initialized to that value. So accumulator on the first iteration is 0. Current value is the first element in the array, which is this object. In the calculation that we're making inside of the callback function is that we're adding the accumulator, which on this iteration is 0. We're adding that to the number of cats on this first element, which is 2. So on this iteration, we're getting a value of 2, which we are then returning to the next iteration as the new accumulator value. So let's go through the second iteration. We now have accum is 2, the number 2, and now current value is this object with its value of numCats being 1. So now we have 2 plus 1 equals 3. And we return the number 3 to become the new accumulator value for the next iteration. So then if we go through, we can see 3 plus 0 is 3 again. We return 3 as a new accumulator. Next time 3 plus 3 is 6. That gets returned as the new accumulator. And then 6 plus 6 finally is 12. And then that is returned to total cats. And we log it out here to the console to get the number 12. Now the last thing we should do in this video is take a little bit closer of a look at this initial value, which we had set to 0. In our case, since we had provided this initial value, what that did was it initialized the accumulator to 0 and set the current value to the first element in the array for the first iteration. And because we provided that initial value as a numeric value of 0, when this calculation was done, it said return 0 plus 2, the number of cats from the first object in the array. However, if we leave off the initial value, let's see what happens. Let's save and look in the console. And notice here we're getting object 1036. So what happens when you leave out the initial value is that the accumulator gets initialized to the first element in the array, and the current value gets initialized to the second element in the array. And since we're targeting the numCats property during each iteration, what we're doing is we're saying add up the object to a numeric value. And that's why we're getting this in the console rather than a single numeric value. So thanks for checking out this code creative video on JavaScript's Reduce method. If you got some value out of it, please subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Also, check the description down below, as well as the top of the comment section for a link to my free Google Search Secrets for Developers cheat sheet. Absolutely free. See you next time.